viewers, this is Salone Discoveries with KID-AFAN. With me, you presenter Ishmael Dadis Bangua. Today we're at the Calabout community, when one part of the community will be affected by the August 28th flood. Today we're here as Caritas Freetown, they do a 3-day feeding for the people that will be affected by the flooding on August 28th. Follow us as we discover exactly what's in the happen at the Calabout community in regard to the Caritas Freetown and 3 days feeding program. Okay, so what now you name? Kariatu. Who's are you there?
I call Botadi.
Kariatu, what's in the happen now? What's in the happen? Explain you. You've been there to tell the water come. Explain you.
Yes, now flood will take place. Property and how don't go. All don't go. See for it. They struggle for it. When I would suffer, we begin they suffer. See for it all day.
So how you manage come on at that water day we've been there now August 28th? How you manage come on?
Now God one go na other people they go pull. Other people they go pull it by the water. Other people they go pull it by the water. We see them all long go.
All right. So from then, how you been survive?
First, one of my brother, na him become na West Step. Na him become na host to me. Give me small money, so now they pitch. I mean, me picking and the man not there, so the money when me boy give me that small money. Now they pitch now they small.
So how much picking they get?
Now 2 picking and I get.
Okay, so Caritas they feed you now any money they go now. How you feel about that?
Fine, they give you coffee and money. Coffee and give me na money now.
Alright, so that coffee then they give you need them?
Yes, we need them. We need all that thing back.
So like what again you need again? We go and let the people
like rest that money for it, not get money again. Right now we pick it again for me go school like how we not get nothing. What you don't buy for pick it bag now, uniform, shoe, all long go. So nothing.
So you don't start back from zero. So if they are for pulling at this community, you come here?
Yes, and they come here.
So what's important for do if you want to take you from this community?
Until after no more.
Alright, so you get anything you want to talk to people how they watch you now? Like for make they help you, anything that you want to talk?
Yes.
So talk a little
help me for me kid me go school and not get nothing. What you they eat, you not get what you they eat, you not get money. The money now I be get now, they do business now. But I don't go to all thing, you not get it for work. Me and me kid will not get it for work.
Alright, thank you very much. That's now one pan the community member then a Calabout community will be affected by the flooding. It not be really easy as you hear here now. Everything we then get water care and go. If even school open now for let picking and go school not able. But luckily for them, Caritas at least they feed them in the morning, they give them breakfast, and tomorrow again and get for do something other than breakfast. So we go about because they get 6 different stations there around this community where then they distribute food. So they go to the next station now. Let we know exactly what's in the happen there. What's your name?
Malik Mansari.
Malik Mansari, how old are you? How much are you old?
11 years.
Malik Mansari, you go school?
Yeah.
So school you go on which level you dey?
Sierra Leone Islamic Federation Primary School. I am class 4.
Okay, class 4. Malik, for most school up you don't go school?
No.
So what exactly happened now August 28th with that flooding come? Explain what you see. You say you been there with the water come?
Because I've been there now where the game be the cante, where the water happen. Oh, climb up, people just climb up the pan because the water in get current is still a shock. Okay. Where some sand are broke per where me and it can swallow some things up. So now it happen.
Alright, so now up the roof you pass?
Yes.
So now that they make you not go school late?
Because my uncle not prepare for me.
Okay, what happen? What make your uncle not prepare? Now the flooding go always say me don't prepare for you. The flooding the store what you get?
Now the flooding, now this what I get.
So Maligi, now Caritas they give una breakfast in the morning. How you feel about that?
Well, in good.
A good, right? So that they help una, eh?
Yeah. Your name na Matawai Kamara.
Okay, Matawai Kamara. You dey go school?
Yeah.
So school you dey go and whose form you dey?
Government Municipal Junior Secondary School.
Whose form you dey?
JSS2.
JSS2. Matter how old are you?
I am 14 years old.
Oh, that's good. So you live down and here would they live down here? What are you did too?
Me and my parents.
That you mama and papa.
Yeah.
So exactly, we will explain you what in happen August 28th now how the water come.
Yeah. The day where the water come, the rain begin for can, the rain come big go on, then the water begin for flood, the water they can, then people are not able for come on. Some they claim up the pan, they claim go up so for they able to save their life.
Okay, so now up the pan una pass. So what happen exactly now una your house? You go explain you.
Yeah, we your house in broke bien. We dey inside, we pan pack the thing, they follow the water and able can inside, and the house broke the thing they pass behind the house and then go.
Okay, so from where school open, this now 1 week to the younger school?
No.
So what happen you not go school?
Because of I not get school materials.
So what happen to your school material?
The water don't go there all. I not get none of them again.
Wow. So now JSS2 day now, right?
Yeah.
So what you go and say to people who they watch you? You go and ask them for help or you go and send a message to them?
I want to ask for help for them help me for begin for go school. Okay. I want to start for go school this week here, so but I'm not getting there. I not get school materials.
All right, okay. All right, thank you very much, Mata.
My name is Ishmael Alfred Charles, and me na the programs manager for Caritas Freetown.
Okay, so what thing do you na the urge for can do this feeding?
Well, as we are one of the known organizations them or a lead organization, we can respond to disasters them, and we always believe say food, shelter and clothing are the most significant needs them, and because most of them people there so now the house them can be affected, then property then can be damaged when there is a disaster. We always believe say one of the first things they will provide for people them na hot meal. So but this particular time it be a little bit difficult for we get access to funding. Now that make we decide say well may we not let them go untouched. Then we reach out to we partner them, and Manos Unidas, we are a female friendly organization based in Spain, decide for provide support for we provide breakfast for 2,000 people them, and everybody they get a cup and a spoon, and they get milk, they get sugar, and they get all the things we require for making your own tea. And so but the community people they agree say let's make the tea for them and warm water for them. So you go find out say inside everybody in bread they go get in your butter and in your egg, and then you go also get access to your cup cup of tea when we supply them the cups them. And so as this they happen at Culvert Nayaso, simultaneously it happen at Looking Town, and at the same time it also happen at Susan's Bay.
So how long this program they last for?
Actually, the breakfast supports now for only 3 days. We still try for look. We don't want to make any promise, but we still try for reach out so we trust what the partners them for see if anyway they will go for do hot meal. We mean to say we go cook lunch. We can cook rice and sauce, and we can also serve to the people them when as on the way now we own special niche that we can do when a disaster like this can happen.
All right. So indeed we don't see say the people them they all get tea break, and then they get cup way assessing a brand new cup and spoon as well way they all get when and then they use for can collect then tea. So what do you observe from the people in now? Because for me what I observe say the people need this, they need them, and it come at the right time. What do you observe?
Well, of course, as part of our assessments, we always, and in collaboration with the National Disaster Management Agency, we've been don't know that from the beginning, say when disaster can happen, people really need food, and food were already prepared because they not get time. Some of them properties don't damage, they not get space for me they're able to go prepare food for themselves. So one of the way we can do with therapeutic support now that we can provide food. And I observe say the pushing and pulling, the fets for make everybody make sure say it gets so much because everybody won't forget. And definitely now because people are really hungry and people badly want the food. Hence the reason we make the pushing and pulling they take place. And we want for continue for use this medium for request to people them, to other partner organizations them, for me then continue for support Caritas Freetown in effort in providing hot meal and hot tea to people them where they in disaster prone zones them when there's a disaster.
Indeed. So after this feeding, what's next from Caritas Freetown?
Well, we desire that on the 3rd day we go provide for the family them some blankets and used clothing, because one for make sure say we able for meet that demand specifically, and because plenty people them as you will see their property non soak, then things are non spoil, some people their house they non broke, and we want for make sure say we able for provide for them the small support where we able. We know say that we not able for do because the magnitude of the people that were affected by this disaster in the 18 different zones them amount to 12,930 people them, and so we only get currently we get support for only 2,000 people them. We're not just the tip of the iceberg, and so because of that day we just deal with the one that were most vulnerable, woman them and picking them and old people them. Now the number we the target this particular time.
Oh, good. So you get any message for send to people who they watch you now?
So my message to people them now that if you look for a credible organization we're able for reach to people them at community-based level, Caritas Freetown is one. Yeah, before even the disaster, we don't they work now this very Culvert community for help them for reduce the impact. We don't do disaster preparedness and also disaster mitigation, so that we can able for leverage the situation. We go reduce the impact of any of them disaster that will happen. And time make now if this disaster happen, lives they not go now this particular community as other place them like a Looking Town because of the mudslide we happened there. And before we intervention 6-7 years ago, now this community life them they go whenever there is a disaster. Now they get their own precipitation system where rain they come, then get their own rain gauge what they use for measure the water, and then they know say flooding they can't happen because of that measuration they wouldn't use. And then they begin to evacuate people out of the community immediately, because this place here so they are below sea level, and so it's easy for make small water actually make the place flooded.
Well, Fambulem, this is Salone Discovery with KID-AFAN. As soon as I don't see exactly what we discover na the Culvert community as Caritas Freetown then can distribute feeding where they last for 3 days. Na tea break, but it really needed by the people as we don't see what's exactly happen, how then they fight for get the food do. If you know say you get opportunity for help community like this where the flooding, the August 28th flooding affect you now for come now and help them as then they in desperate need of help. School picking away for go school now, but go school because they say then things there wey dem dey use for go school all water don carry am go. For your program Salone Discovery with KID-AFAN, me na your presenter Ishmael Dadis Bangura. I want to say thank you to my cameraman Isaiah Yaya Kagbo and my executive producer Dr. Aisatu Kake-Jalo. So to meet again in another edition of your program Salone Discovery with KID-AFAN. Peace. Make sure you subscribe, but please don't forget for go register. It's your right, it's your duty, and you right for vote. So you go register before you vote. Thanks.